welcome to Geek Peek TV, the show where we check out the coolest, most innovative tech office spaces around. I'm your host, Sasha O'Leary, and today we're here to check out OfferedUP. Let's go take a peek inside.
Welcome to OfferedUP.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
What we do here is we've been around a couple of years, and we started out as we're a technology company, but we base everything off word of mouth for businesses, right? So we want to help brands touch their customers strictly by word of mouth, right?
Awesome.
Yeah. So we started. First we started with person to person. We had a little app a year ago, right? But now we're focusing on publication. So if a publisher writes content about a business, we want to put that business in touch with the reader.
Gotcha. So I know you guys have a very cool office here.
Yeah, we think so.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good colors, good style. So would you mind taking me on a little tour?
Yeah, it's going to be quick. We're really small here.
So I know you guys have a big giant door and lockers. Tell me a little bit about that.
You know, we want to be this industrial look.
Yes.
And so we, of course, were on a budget, and we wanted to use things that would be sort of gritty, you know, industrial look, but also functional.
Yes.
So we got the lockers so that everybody can put their stuff in there, obviously. It's very much like being in high school.
Do you guys actually use them?
No.
Okay, so I noticed that you guys have a very unique piece of art on the wall here. Can you tell me a little bit about what this is?
Yeah, so a couple years ago back when I was formulating the idea, I had it for a few months and I finally voiced it to 3 buddies. And the next day, 2 of the buddies were like, hey, let's talk more about this idea. So of course we started out over beers.
Of course, right? In true startup style.
Right, so it was about 3 visits to a local bar. And when I was trying to explain it, I can't even decipher what it was, but I was explaining the idea on coasters. Right?
Gotcha.
And the cool part is about 4 months later, we actually got our first office. Seth had collected these and kept these, and I didn't know that.
Oh, no way.
And then he presented me with this.
That's awesome.
So, and then by that time we'd done business cards and stuff, and so we put our logo in it, and this was actually, the OfferedUP was the day we bought the domain. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
So now we're in the kitchen-ish area.
Kitchen-ish, yes it is. It's very kitchen-ish.
So tell me a little bit about what we have going on here.
Well, so when we moved into this space, one of the things that we really liked about our former spaces, we actually started off in a little 300 square foot apartment above a garage. And we were all in one room. There was like 4 of us in there, and it was very collaborative.
Yes.
So after our lease ran out there, we moved into another spot, which was an old mortgage company. And so that was all sectioned off in offices, and we were all in our little offices, and we weren't talking very much, and that just didn't work for us. So when we were looking for a new space, we found this, which was great, which is, you know, one big box basically. And we kept it this way that way for probably about 6 months while we were here. And it was just me, Matt, and Aaron at that time. And it worked for us. And so this is, again, our kitchen-ish area. So very basic, you know, we go to Costco once a month and buy a bunch of Costco snacks.
Nice.
And have a little fridge full of Coke and cheese and
I think this is
beer.
the first fridge that I've seen with actual beverages and not full of beer and alcohol. So.
No, we're pretty good about that, yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this section, this cluster of desks. What do we have going on here?
Well, simply we have work going on in this one. This is this is where development. We have 2 developers, and then myself. I do design and experience, and so we actually have an empty desk still that we're at some point we'll fill. But right now, a lot of work gets done in this half of the office.
So it's like workers, slackers, slackers.
I don't know if I would say that, but they control the music, so we have DJs.
And what is the deal with this?
So there's 2 parts to that. This is,
Please explain.
So we're all big Christopher Walken fans, Matt more than any of us really. So this little thing, this Pirates Cove thing, Aaron and I were somewhere, we were there was some real estate office going out of business, and they had staging equipment, staging stuff for houses. So we're in there, we're like, oh, we got to buy that for Matt. I don't even know why. So we buy this at our old office and we stick it in Matt's desk. And then we had when we first got our phone system installed, we found this thing called Fiverr.com. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a website where people post stuff they'll do for $5.
Yes.
Right? And so we found this guy who's a Christopher Walken impersonator. And so first we sent him a script of our phone message, like, hey, we want to do an outgoing phone greeting. Can you do this as Christopher Walken? So he records, he went overboard. Like he recorded like 5 or 6, and they're just hilarious. Like just going over the top.
Yeah.
Thank you for contacting the Talked Up sales group. Unfortunately, we're currently not available, but please leave a message including your name, your phone number, your social security number, your driver's license ID, your mother's maiden name, as well as the paw print of your dog at home. If you could leave that at the tone, and one of our Talked Up relationship managers would be glad to return your call. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Geek Peek TV. Do you love this office? Want a cool office like this for your company? Message us. Want to be the first to check out more Geek Peek episodes? Subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit us on our website, geekpeek.tv. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter or check us out on Facebook. See you guys later. Hey everyone, welcome to Geek Peek TV. I'm your host, Sasha O'Leary. That's awesome. So I heard you had a funny story to tell me.
I did. So
well, not that you wanted to tell me, but that you're being forced to tell me by everyone else.
Well, so when we moved in here, we were trying to figure out our maintenance situation, like our janitorial, so that we didn't want to pay for a janitorial service. So I came upon this deal where it's a little robot vacuum cleaner, right? So you program it, and it goes around at night while you're away and you're at home, and it vacuums your floors. So this is my deal. So I was like, I love this idea. So I bought this little robot, set it up. The guys were giving me grief about it a little bit. But first night we set it up, left, came home, and it's like stuck in the desk. I'm like, okay, so we got to figure this out. Here's how we got to do this. So we put down barriers so it won't go past a certain thing. And so I tried this for like 3 weeks. And every time we came in the morning, it's stuck somewhere in the corner. Or it's like written up halfway on the wall.